A boy, a young man named Ethan Carter, has met with a terrible fate. Something fantastical has happened outside the realms of possibility. So, Paul Prospero, a detective specializing in the paranormal, takes the case, after receiving a letter from young Ethan himself. What Paul finds is that Ethan's home of Red Creek is an abandoned and broken place. Two families, the Vandergriffs and the Carters, once called Red Creek home, but no more. After the death of the elder Vandergriff, his children abandoned their home entirely, even placing their inheritance in jeopardy to do so. They would not return, no, absolutely not. As Paul Prospero continues his investigation, he finds violent intentions overtook the Carter family. But was it their own nature, or the influence of a dark spirit called the Sleeper? Ethan awoke the Sleeper, though not intentionally. He encroached on the Sleeper as it slumbered. But it could not be allowed to awaken enraged, so steps were undertaken to appease it. Steps taken by the Carter family. Steps that involved the sacrifice of young Ethan. Through the valley of his home, Ethan was pursued by his own kin, only his father and grandfather questioning if this was the correct route to take. They acted as though a part of a mad cult, some doomsday intent collective thought. However, moments of sanity and fear caused them to turn on one another, and one by one Ethan's family is cut down at their own hands, or via suicide. Suicide to prevent themselves from being overtaken by the Sleeper. Suicide to prevent themselves from harming Ethan as he fled. Moments of fantastic imagination are brought to life as we read stories of an ancient sea horror, grand space exploration, a man whose village burned, a magician's hidden study, a fanged beast chasing alien technology, and the chance of a slumbering deity whose awakening would bring doom. Paul Prospero chases clues of Ethan's route through Red Creek, eventually finding him within a burned-out home of the now-gone Vandergriff family. Prospero promises Ethan that all will be well, but things are not well. For these events were born from the imagination of Ethan Carter. Paul Prospero? Paranormal detective? There were clues from the very beginning that things were amiss. Ethan Carter's family, through carelessness and cruelty, brought about the oncoming death of Ethan. A raging inferno was suffocating the young man, who was trapped within the heart of a grand home underground. Trapped, and he couldn't escape. His own mother, unintentionally, began the spread of the fire, and his family abandoned him when the danger became too great to remain. You see, what we've experienced were the magical dreams of Ethan Carter in his final moments of life, as he lay alone in a basement, as smoke choked him out, as the heat grew and grew. He found comfort in his imagination. When united with Paul Prospero, in that place of fantasy before death truly took Ethan, they moved on to their next grand adventure together.